Todd Rundgren has had a fascinating career as a solo artist, bandleader, and producer. Let's look at that last one for a moment. Rundgren is the guy who was behind the board for classic albums like Meat Loaf's Bat Out of Hell, Grand Funk Railroad's We're an American Band, Straight Up by Badfinger, XTC's Skylarking, and many others. I'm Matt Wardlaw for Ultimate Classic Rock. Make sure that you're subscribed to this UCR channel and go ahead and hit the notifications button so you'll receive all of our latest videos and interviews like this one. Todd Rundgren is touring beginning in October for a series of dates under the banner of The Individualist, A True Star. He'll be playing a whole album side each night from his classic 1973 record, A Wizard, A True Star, with a second set of fan favorites following that. It's been said that Rundgren's work on A Wizard, A True Star was influential on the War Babies record that he later produced for Daryl Hall and John Oates. With that in mind, I asked Rundgren how often the situation would reverse itself. How often did he take inspiration from a particular project that he produced back into his own solo work? His answer included some surprising revelations about a project with Kanye West.
Well, for me, that's almost part of the point of production. You can be handsomely remunerated for for doing a successful production, but I'm not a formula producer. I'm not trying to get people to fit into my mold. I'm always looking for a challenge in the production so that I can take something out of it musically or learn something hopefully positive production-wise. I've learned negative things production-wise as well. But for me, it's as much a learning process as anything else. It's the reason why I guess I'm not genre-based. I'd be perfectly happy to do a hip-hop record. As a matter of fact, I'm one of the few artists who is not on Kanye's record. And I have 3 albums worth of Kanye stems on my computer because I kept getting called by Kanye.
Oh, wow.
Add vocals onto the record. And when it got into the home stretch in July, I just said, that's enough for me. I have no idea whether any of this is being used. You don't get much feedback from him, regarding what it is. I was mostly there at the behest of one of his producers, 88 Keys, who's a terrific guy and a big fan of mine, and he wanted to see us work together, and that's how it came about. But I didn't mind working on his gospel stuff. If you want to sing about Jesus, go ahead. I don't care. I'll help you do it. If you want to sing about your troubles with your wife, go ahead and do it. I don't care. But in the end, I'm still a producer. I don't want to be just like driftwood in the process. If I can contribute something, fine. If I can't, just let me know. I'm out of here. And so, there is a possibility that I'm actually in there somewhere. There's so much junk in that record, But, I came to the realization at this point that as a musician, he's a shoe designer. He's just a dilettante at this point. Nobody would regularly make records like that unless they had stupid money to throw around. Nobody rents a stadium to make a record in. Nobody flies in the entire world of hip hop just to, croak one syllable, just so you can say, everybody was on it, and in the end, the realization that, my involvement went on for a year. And in the end, I realized why they hurriedly wrapped the whole thing up and put out what is obviously really raw, unprocessed stuff. It's because Drake was running the whole process. He was too afraid that Drake would one-up him, and so he hurried up and released the album the weekend before Drake could get his out. And in the end, Drake ate his lunch anyway.
How's that for a story? As you can see, Todd Rundgren, he has a few thoughts about Kanye West. Find more from Todd by clicking the link in this video's description, and make sure to subscribe to our UCR channel here on YouTube for all of the best news and history of classic rock and pop culture.